Beginner's Guide to Minecraft. When Minecraft was first introduced to the public in 2009, it was nothing more than collecting blocks and building small structures. Since then, various items and game mechanics have been added to make every player's experience one of a kind. Minecraft was bought by Microsoft in 2014 and has undergone some of its most game-changing updates since then. Many returning players are unfamiliar with the new mechanics, while new players may feel overwhelmed without first knowing the basics. For players who do not know how to begin their Minecraft journey, this beginner's guide provides advice to get your first game off to a good start, and in particular, what to do in your first day so as to comfortably survive through the following night. Number 1. Getting started. Getting started with Minecraft is super easy. First, you need to purchase and install the game. After installation is complete, simply start the game by running the launcher you downloaded from the Minecraft homepage, which also gives you the option to play from your browser. Now it's time to log in. Navigate the main menu and select your game type. The launcher opens the news screen which displays game updates and links. Enter your username and password in the lower right corner and click Login to continue to the main menu. This list describes what you can do after you click the buttons on the main menu. Single player, start or continue a basic game. Multiplayer, join other players online. Number 2. Selecting the right game mode. Minecraft offers several different types of game modes that allow you to experience the open world in a unique way. The types of Minecraft games modes available are Survival. After randomly being spawned in a new world, players have to try and survive by gathering material, building shelter, gaining experience, and fighting off hostile mobs. Creative. A game mode where players have immediate access to almost all blocks and items, are invulnerable and immune to death, and have the ability to fly. The purpose of this game mode is to create and design unique worlds. Adventure. Players interact with objects and mobs to complete an adventure. Spectator. Invisible to everything and cannot interact with blocks, entities, or your inventory. This mode is typically used to observe other players' created worlds. Hardcore. Similar to survival mode, hardcore is set to the hard difficulty level permanently and players cannot respawn. Once you die, the map is deleted or you permanently become a spectator. Number 3. Know the basic and objective controls. There isn't a main objective in Minecraft, but there is a certain flow of gameplay that is recommended for everybody. You start in this huge open world with nothing and must gather materials from scratch to build yourself a shelter, get food, build a bed, and survive until the next day. From there, you can begin to go mining for valuable resources like iron ore and diamond to create powerful tools, weapons, and armor. As you play for longer, you'll be able to explore the open world, find villages, loot hidden chests, and fight enemy creatures called mobs. Everything in Minecraft must be mined or crafted. So, if you wanted to build tools, for example, you must mine the base resources for them and then craft them. It starts at the very basic level and goes from there. For example, to build a tool, you start with a log, then build planks, then craft sticks and use sticks and planks together to make a tool. Almost all crafting requires a crafting table. To create one, you can use your logs. First, click and drag your logs into the 4 small squares shown next to your character in the inventory menu. Number 4. Surviving your first night. At night time, enemy mobs will appear and try to attack you. If you die, you will come back nearby, but you must go back and collect all your stuff. It's best not to die in Minecraft because you can lose your items or lose your previous location. So to avoid this, for the first night we need to build a quick shelter. To make it as easy as possible, simply equip the shovel by pressing the corresponding hotkey number for it. Next, look at the ground and hold right click to dig down 3 blocks. Next, look up and equip the dirt you just mined. Next, you should place a block. It will now get dark, but the important thing is that you're safe. You must now wait until morning. It should take about 7 minutes, so either wait and hear the dangerous creatures walking by outside, or take a quick break and come back in 7 minutes. Your game must stay open, otherwise the time will be paused. In 7 minutes time, you can look up to dig the dirt to reveal the morning light. Now, if it's still dark, just place the dirt again and wait a bit longer. As soon as it's morning, you can dig the blocks in front of you to create a small step to jump on so you can leave the hole you've been hiding in. So now that you've built your first house, you need to set up a real shelter so that you never have to hide in a hole covered in dirt again. There are just a few things you need: walls, a roof, a door, and a bed. With a bed, you can sleep so you don't need to wait all night. The night will automatically be skipped. Number 5. Finding wood inside Minecraft. Minecraft's single most valuable resource is wood. A large range of goods are locked behind the ability of the player to gather wood. It is luckily one of the simplest blocks to acquire. When a player loads their inventory into a new world for the first time, it will be completely empty unless the player decides to start with a map before loading it in. A map will not get the player very far, however. A player must search for the nearest forest and continue to punch down trees in order to harvest their wooden logs. Wooden logs are not useful as they are, but the player can then start completely using the power of the wood by converting them into wooden planks. If a wooden log has been gathered by the player, they can open their inventory and craft the wooden log into 4 wooden planks. A small 2x2 crafting area can be found in the inventory menu above the player's inventory slot. The player can craft wooden planks by dragging a wooden log into that room. 4 planks are equal to each log. Be alert! They cannot be turned back into log once a log is crafted into planks. Once the player has 4 wooden planks, they can arrange them into 2x2 patterns with the crafting space to create a crafting table. It is possible to place the crafting table on the ground and then use a 3x3 crafting room to craft objects. This unlocks the ability to build beds, tools, doors, and other very useful items. Number 6. Finding food. The player has 2 distinct bars in Minecraft that float above the hotbar that indicate the health and hunger of the player. Health, like every other game, decreases when damage is taken from him. A player can take damage in a variety of ways, whether it's from dropping far away, getting struck by an enemy mob, or starving. Hunger is one of the mechanics that Minecraft has in place. They will be able to regenerate health if a player's hunger bar is complete, but if their hunger bar begins to deplete, they will no longer be able to regenerate health until the bar is filled again. Fortunately, if the player has cut down trees, it is possible that they will have a heavy supply of apples to help prevent themselves from starving. Sometimes eating apples will help prevent a player from starving until they find a better food source. Food can be found in a number of ways, but the easiest way for a player to obtain a large quantity of food quickly is by killing animals. Cows, pigs, chickens, sheep, and other friendly mobs will spawn at random and be killed with the player's fists or a sword. Once killed, animals have a chance to drop their meat. Meat can be eaten raw, which fills the player's hunger bar very little. If the player cooks the meat before eating it, the cooked food will fill the player's hunger bar substantially, and they will have to eat less frequently. Number 7. Find torches. Make sure you also have a good supply of torches. When mining, they are invaluable to light your holes, and when you discover caverns, they are required to light them up. Many mines already have torches lit, but there are many areas still in the dark. Torches also act as a great map markers and can be placed at the top of the towers and near doors to help players find their bearings.